I know I usually make a witty remark here, but I mean, maybe some people just don't want me to clown around. Ah! Hey guys, Dimension Gamer 2.0 here, bringing you more The Park. Now, before we get started, I have noticed in the last few videos well, pretty much all the videos in this series, that there has been like a moment where there are clips like a few seconds missing. I looked around in my settings. I do have it set to show 60 frames per second. Maybe that's actually the problem. Does this have 60 frames per second? And think about that. I adjusted my settings a little bit. Like I lowered the quality down to see if that would work. Unfortunately, I have a series that's been recorded from the PS4 coming soon that, you know, might be having the same issue. But anyway, this should finish the story of The Park. Also, it took me a couple minutes to find my way back here. It's been a couple days since I recorded the last video, and it started me on the at the start of this place. And I got a little lost, actually.
What have you done with him?
Ooh, we got a house. Oh, I guess it makes sense. This is the House of Horrors. Nightmare Circus. Pretty lengthy book. A circus burns to the ground on opening night, killing dozens. The owner is put to death by an enraged mob of townsfolk. Just as he shouts out a curse, now Raven, a dark-souled wanderer, comes to the ruins at dusk in search of his missing mother. Let the show begin.
After they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home. I barely recognized it. Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away. I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum and did the things that they told me. It will get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
I thought Dawn died when she was 3 months pregnant. 4 months pregnant. The wilting. Yeah, I'm not reading all that again. Okay. Now it looks like we're in the kitchen. Chicken? Lorraine, I received your letter and I am quite surprised you ran off with your father all those years ago, then disappeared off the edge of the map. And then when I finally tracked you down, refused to answer any of my letters. And now you write to me asking for help? I have another family now in another life. Yeah, in another life. I went up a line for some reason. I was about to say, I have another family now and another help. Your father was a horrible man and I regret the years that I wasted with him. I loved you, I truly did, but every year you grew more and more like him. You were his girl, never really mine. Still, I would have fought for custody if you hadn't run away with him. It broke my heart, but I needed to go on living. I can't let you back into my life without picking open old wounds. I'm sorry, Lorraine, but I just can't do it. Maybe one day it'll be easier and I can meet Callum, but not yet. I am not ready to forgive you. Please don't contact me again. Karen. Who must have been her mother. Oh, I'm about to knock over my table. Miss Marillard. As we agreed in our meeting today, we consider you fully recovered from your illness. This letter is official notification that you are considered sound of mind and body and may return to work at any time. Please note that you should discontinue any medications that you have been using and dispose of any remaining medicines if you feel at any time that you are suffering a relapse, then please make contact with your local physician immediately. We wish you continued good health. Dr. Spencer. What a time to get rid of our flashlight, you know? Oh my god. Okay. Miss Marillard, our inquiry to the estate of Mr. Donald Williams has been complete. We regret to inform you that the primary benefactors of his estate, including the life insurance settlement for accidental death, were listed as Rose Williams and Richard Williams of New York State, the deceased parents. Our agency made contact with Mr. and Mrs. Williams and explained your situation, especially with regard to the birth of Donald's son, Callum. Unfortunately, they were not receptive to our overtures, and they specified that without any legal proof of a biological relationship, they consider you ineligible to receive any of the monies from Donald's estate. So it sounds like they just gave her the middle finger. They have asked we no longer contact them regarding this matter. I understand that this may have a negative impact on your current financial situation, and I hope that I am not being too forward when I enclose the bill for our services with this letter. Sincerely, Edward Stapleton, attorney. Damn. I'm kind of understanding why Lorraine's more like this now. I mean, she, sounds like she's been through hell. Hey, this looks familiar. Oh, is this going to be a PT thing? Ooh. The park, it was a waiting on a child for taken, using joy for baiting while their mother's mind is breaking. Lorraine, things aren't right between us at the moment. I know I want to try to explain. I think it is because I am so far from home and I'm working so hard. Every day working at the park, it gets worse. Like a spring inside my mind, winding tighter, and tighter. When we go for drinks after work, it gets a little better. The guys relax and we laugh and we're good people again. I don't want to come home to you without being in my right mind, but when this job is done, we need to get out of this place. We need to go back to the city where I don't feel like this anymore. I love you, Donald. P.S. I was thinking about names for boys and girls. I like Callum for a boy, and Emma if it's a girl. Ooh, now it's got letters on it. Doesn't sound like a good radio station.
Where is my
No, don't close. Open back up.
One little duck went out one day over the hills and far.
I didn't run away. Dad took me.
Mother duck said quack, 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 quack. But no little ducks came back.
Doesn't look like there was any change there. We go through the store again. Are we gonna have a repeat? Oh, it looks like it.
Sad mother duck went out one day over the...
What's the deal with the Mother Duck song? And if you're wondering, we cannot go back. So we're on the third repeat. A chipmunk goes a stab, stab, stabbing, and the eyes a jab, jab, jabbing, and the townies gab, gab, gabbing. Just lie down and let it happen. Ooh, the pictures are getting worse.
What do you say about that, Grandma?
Well, that still talks about a solar flare. This is Callum's hat.
Don't leave me!
We still got the letters, or the colors are more straightened out. That doll is missing a head now. Milk, yes, okay, milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks. It's a grocery list.
The old movie stars say, that's show business.
Picture in there now. Oh, hey. Oh, there was a book here. I didn't notice it because it was so dark. You know, maybe if I could have had my flashlight, it would have been a little bit of a different story, you know. Interesting. No door here this time. We could just go straight through to the fourth.
Mother duck said quack, quack, quack.
Oh my god, things got a lot worse. But what about the book? The boogeyman goes a walk, walk, walking, sneaking, stealing, a stalk, stalk, stalking. He is really a talk, talk, talking. Now is not the time for balking. That was unsettling.
Show yourself?
Hey, the side's all white. Oh, hey, this does say something different now. That must have been Dawn. Oh, yeah. Wait, no. Oh, yeah, that's Dawn, and then like, okay, who's Laura? I guess even Lorraine had friends. Oh! Not gonna lie, that kind of did scare me. Oh God. I guess we could. Oh. Now this is just descending into madness. Let's see what round 5 has for us. Okay, well, I mean, I guess there's, at least there's no hanging dolls. Okay, why does it need to be sideways? Lorraine, I need you to focus on what we are discussing. The Chipmunk killer, Steve Gardner, he was locked away for what he did to those kids. Nathaniel Winter hasn't been seen in years, but he is nowhere near Atlantic Island Park. We've established this. You know this. Hey, the Rubik's Cube. Somebody completed it. Oh, God. How could it get any worse? Well, this is different.
stories are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world. 2 children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch. A child goes missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch. But I am, aren't I?
Kids broke in today. It has been so long since I heard laughter, so very long. I took one of them. Couldn't help myself. It was fast, the others didn't notice. I liked hearing him laugh. This boy from the academy, put him on a slab. I tickled him until he couldn't breathe. My machines came to life, whirling in time to his gasps and shrieks. I think this is delightful. The chance is wrought in me by the machine is not yet complete. There must be other children I can lay on my slab. Huh. Again, like, it would be nice if I could see. I know I could turn up the gamma. Like, right now, all I can see is just my reflection. And I hate that. Of course, I do have the light on. It might help if I didn't have the light on. I didn't bother turning it back off. Hansel and Gretel.
Callum? 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 Callum! Well, I sure as hell don't remember that.
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
interesting. Like, I would definitely have to really think about all that to, you know, process, like, what it is exactly that was happening. And I'm not going to worry about doing that right now. So that was the park. Now, we will have one more video where we go through and we get the last 2 trophies. Learn about shock therapy and have a conversation with Chad. I know where this is. Have a conversation with Chad, I do not know. I will have to look that up before going into the next video. Also, you know, I will look up, you know, shocking revelation so I know how to do it. Because I believe that's done at the bumper cars. And I couldn't figure it out. It's like I knew there was more to it. Not a bad game. I mean, I think the ending was the scariest part of it all, like when you're going through the house multiple times. As far as I know, there's no other ending. And honestly, this is probably just a game where, like, you play through it once, maybe get all the trophies, and then you're done. You really wouldn't have another reason for picking it up again. Not a bad game. Alrighty. Next time, we'll go and we'll get the trophies. See you guys then.